My name is Jason Woodland, and I am a children's librarian here at the library.
What do the symbols on the door mean, and what do they mean to the library and to the librarians themselves?
Well, I can't speak for each of the librarians, but they represent literary figures. Each of those symbols is present in classic literature or very popular literature, if not classic. Um, I, for one, like to play a game with visiting classes of who is that. And there's everyone from, I think Moby Dick is up there, to several of the Greek pantheon. And so it represents the library as a bastion of literature, I suppose.
How could the public or other people access information down here?
Sure, that's a great question. Um, there's a short answer and a long answer. The short answer is you have to ask. The long answer is it depends on what the book is. I think the section that we're in right now is part of the Business and Career Libraries collection. And so that's mostly used for research, and you would have to go to the Business and Career Librarians and present your topic and ask for assistance, and they would find the books for you. Some of the other books are simply just held down here in storage in different areas because we don't have enough room on the shelves upstairs with public faces. And maybe they're not as popular, so they're not getting checked out as often. And in that case, you can ask a librarian and we'll send a book call and we'll just go page the book and you can check that book out.
What was this area down here before you started, the whole library started storing books?
Well, to my knowledge, this has always been book storage. It's very common for big libraries to have underground book storage that's not accessible to the public, mostly for space, like we discussed. This space has been used for other purposes. We're in Deck 4 right now, and parts of Deck 4 have been used for library operations. So holds and circulation staff used to work down here. This was a great place for them to pull books and to stay somewhere central to all the different divisions that they could do their work.
What's your favorite part of the library personally?
Well, I'm going to be biased and say the children's room. I think it's really cool that people of all ages have access to a library, and our children's room kind of exemplifies that. It's a little bit noisy, it's a little bit chaotic. There's lots of cool things to see and do, and there's tons of programming and excellent books.
We have a theme right now at BCAP that it's called More Than Meets the Eye. What do you think in this library relates to that theme? It could be a room or a book or a piece of art. Or
Sure. I think More Than Meets the Eye, there's a couple of good answers for this library. One is the stacks. If you just look at the library, you see this great big cool building, and all of it's above ground, and you don't necessarily realize how much is going on below the surface. We have 4 main sub-basements. Most of them are used for book storage. That's definitely something that's more than meets the eye. I also think our programming schedule is something that's more than meets the eye. Many people think the library is a place that's just about books. You come in, you see all the books, that's what the library is. Libraries are books, but we're also programs. And many of our programs relate to books, especially in the kids' room. We have a lot of programs to help develop literacy. But the different divisions all have tons of different opportunities available for people to come and better themselves, either through language learning or history or arts and crafts. There's lots of things that can be learned at the library in a hands-on way. So fun fact about the decks, there's tons of stuff down here. There are empty rooms that I don't know what they're for. I once found a room that was pitch black. You go down some stairs, there's a hole in the wall about 10 feet up. I don't know what it was for, if it used to be a duct for air conditioning or if it was another purpose. I couldn't climb that high up, and I was with a couple other people that discouraged me from trying to run up the wall. That same room had air ducts going back, and there's this just long tunnel that I eventually quit going down because it was way too far. And I found all sorts of neat things like soda cans from the 70s, rations from World War II. I found a ration tin once. Haven't found any monsters or, mummies or anything, but I keep hoping.
Thank you for
You're welcome. Thank you.